Okay guys, welcome back. Take 2 of Space Station Podcast. This is the official podcast of Sefton Performing Arts and Creative Education. My name is Adam Wheatley, and joining me today are fellow staff members Ben and Josh. We also have Mr. Jake Riley, Kieron, Tom, and the evil villain, JP Coburn. Hello. So that may or may not have been the second time that we did that. I had a little bit of a mix-up where I wasn't recording, so yeah, shame on me. How's everyone doing anyway? For the second time round, how are you all doing?
Oh, good.
Everyone sound
good.
And just to make sure, I am definitely recording on there. Fantastic. We're all good to go. So right off the bat, what I wanted to talk about was that over the last few weeks, obviously I've been talking to you about how we as a space team are looking at the logistics of returning back to the Space Centre and what that's going to look like. And earlier this week, we had a conversation as a space team, and it's looking like that we as a team will be getting back to space at some point in July. We're not sure on the actual date yet, but it will be sometime in July that we're aiming towards. And a lot of the work that's going to go on between now and then is obviously making space safe for you guys, making sure that we adhere to all the guidelines to do with COVID, social distancing measures, and how it's going to look in terms of, you know, are we as a staff team going to be full PPE'd up with gas masks? No, we're not going to be doing that. But we are looking at all the logistics. And as you can imagine, because we haven't actually been to space for, well, what is it? We're on our week 12 now. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in a short space of time. So part of the theme of today's podcast is obviously to celebrate the idea that, you know, we are getting back. Again, we haven't got a date in hand, but as soon as we do, we'll let you know. But that's a good thing. It's probably one of the most positive bits of news that we've had to do with COVID in quite a long time. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on what you think about us getting back.
I can't wait. I think it's going to be it's not going to be the same, obviously, for a while. But I think when we do go back, as long as everything's like put in place to make sure everyone's safe, and I think it is going to take some getting used to. But I think, you know, if we still use this Zoom thing as a way to, you know, because the way we taught it with Brian in musical theatre was like you'll have some in the session and then there'll be some like who'll join using Zoom. Yeah. So it's still kind of a way to get everyone in, and I think that's something which we can still really use. And like I said, like it'll be a change, but I think it's something I think everyone is looking forward to and will get behind.
Absolutely. You know, it's going to be an adjustment for everyone, not just for us as a staff team, but obviously yous as well. A lot of the measures that we brought into place to support yous online, like Discord and the WhatsApp groups and stuff, we're going to be continuing those efforts. So that there is like a bit of a transitional period from doing youth work online to obviously getting back to the centre and getting back to some kind of normality. Anyone else got any thoughts?
I think with regards to going back, it's obviously going to be a long-winded process. And obviously with, you know, like the new guidelines coming out daily, is that potentially they could turn around and go, no, businesses like schools and young people are not allowed to go back and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Like things can change if you know, if the government guidelines change between now and July, obviously our move to go back will change as well. We're largely dictated on what the government advises us, but also like what the schools are doing, and other factors as well, you know, insurances and stuff like that. A lot of considerations have got to be made, and I want to get across to you guys that obviously every week I've been letting you know that we're doing stuff behind the scenes, but a lot of work is going into getting us back. we don't want to be doing youth work online forever, and obviously we love being in the centre. So the efforts are being made to get us back there. Yeah, is there anything do you reckon I've missed there, Ben or Josh?
No, I think that's yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, and obviously at the minute, like obviously we're sort of in the same boat as you. We keep saying that, sort of like nothing's set in stone as it's going to happen, but when we do get back, obviously it's our job to make sure that everyone, and including ourselves as well, is as safe as possible when we get back. So I think I'm right in saying whenever we do get back, there'll be a few sort of weeks contingency wanted to add, Josh.
Yeah.
We literally like lock the place down, so to speak, so that it's completely safe and we know exactly what's going to happen when people come in, how it's all going to work, and which will take a bit of getting used to on our behalf as well, because it's a completely new way of working. But I think that's probably going to be the plan, and then it should, there's no reason why everything will flow normal. Then once we all settle into that, and then before you know it, it'll just be the new normal, like you say, for the time being.
Yeah. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I think it's because, as we know, there's some things which don't translate very well with Zoom, like the teaching side of things. Yeah, people can do it, but in terms of way that some young people learn, it's more of a you've got to be in the room sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, we've got to make sure that we're all safe. We're all, everyone's okay, and everyone's got the best chance as possible to get into space and get out safely, without any sort of like cross contamination, anything like that. Which is where we are going to like have to like lock the building down and sort of scrub it within an inch of its life.
Yep.
And sort of make everything so like it's sort of crime scene clean sort of thing. So like
no crimes have gone on in space, by the way.
No.
Just to be clear.
But you get the gist, don't you? It's all going to be like scrubbed and scrubbed. The floor's going to be so shiny. See your face in it. It's just, and we'll all be there with no doubt with gloves and masks on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hand gel, bathing hand gel before you come in and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's got to be one of those.
There'll be a hand gel bath.
Hand gel bath, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have boxes and boxes of hand gel up the stairs, and nowhere to put it for months on end.
Yeah, you just have to dunk it on your face. Just stick your face in it and dunk it on.
Yeah, just shower in gel.
Gotta be pure.
Yeah, you've got to be pure.
I think that's an applaud for you guys as well, though, because and all the staff there who've got to do all this to make sure everyone stays safe. And I think the fact that the whole space team is working, as hard as they can to make sure it's safe for every young person, I think is it deserves applaud on its own, really, because I think you guys really are working insanely hard, and then you've got the Zoom thing as well, which we're still kicking off, and it's still kept it current.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think it's a massive wealth ton for you guys as well.
Well, we're fortunate that we get to obviously work doing something that we love to do, and obviously we all want to get back just as eager as you guys. So yeah, we take pleasure in the idea that all this hard work that's being thrown in, and the continued efforts of all of us as a space team, and I'm including you guys in that as well. Tom, you're doing work on videos for social media, and I know other people have been contributing in different ways. And it's because of that combined effort that we're able to push forward with things. And that includes not just only reopening of space, but, funding opportunities. And, people, when they look at space from the outside, they can see how passionate we all are about it. And I think that speaks volumes. So, yeah, I can't wait to get back. But obviously, once I know I'm a broken record at this point, but once we have that date that you can pin in your calendar, we'll tell you. But as it stands now, we just know that we're aiming for July to get back. So, Yeah, so fingers crossed it all goes ahead. But on to the main event, guys. So we're joined today by Mr. Josh, who this is your first podcast, isn't it, Josh?
Yeah, jump on the podcast.
So
I tend to do my work on a Tuesday in the morning, but so I'll move stuff around the cover.
It's tradition on the podcast when you first join, we all berate you for a good 5 minutes. We
That's
just
fine.
insanely mean things. We get really, but no, I'm joking. We give you guys the opportunity to get to know us a little bit better. So if you've got any questions for Josh, now is your time.
Oh, since I think it was on our third week, we done that whole it was the whole Marvel thing, wasn't it? Was that our third week podcast?
Yeah.
Going back to that, Josh, and this is probably a pretty tough question for you as well. All right, your favorite Marvel hero and villain, and your favorite DC hero and villain.
Ooh,
Right.
That's quite good.
So, my favorite Marvel hero is part of the X-Men. It's Nightcrawler.
Yes.
Nice.
And my favorite villain is the Hobgoblin from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then DC, favorite villain is Deadshot.
Boss.
And then favorite hero is it's got to be Raven from Titans.
Oh yeah, it's Boss Raven.
Not bad.
So I'm quite in the deep cuts of things. Like quite into.
So Jake.
And what's funny is that Kieron's face is just there, like he hasn't got a clue. Anyone who Josh just said does.
I could have said anyone really.
So what I was going to say was, Jake, because you didn't join us for the first few podcasts, we had like a Marvel episode, like a comic episode where we were talking about our favourite superheroes. And one thing it's very important is that we gave Kieron a bit of homework after that podcast. And his only homework, which was 9 weeks ago, was to go away and watch the Marvel films. Now, in that time, Kieron says he's being too busy. But as we all know, we're all stuck at home. We're in lockdown. There's only so much you can do. So, Kieron, how have you been occupying your time?
Shoveling 10 ton of sand currently.
Kieron, have you watched any of them?
What are you saying?
Have you watched any?
No.
No. What are you,
Not
what are you
a single
doing?
one. Fuming.
Shocking.
Anyone else got a question for Josh? We're grilling him.
How do you join space?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
How did I join space?
Yeah.
Well, I was part of NYA's talent match program when I got the job job application for space. So I applied for it, got the interview, and got it. Well, as we know now. No, I didn't get the job. I've just been blagging everyone for 3 years.
Yeah, me and you started the same week, didn't we?
Yeah, and it was a lot of cleaning. I
remember that.
A lot of cleaning.
Yeah,
it's like there's no actual youth work happening at the minute. We're just cleaning stuff.
Just clean. Yeah.
Experience and clean.
Yeah, me and Josh were on our own for like 2 weeks. Obviously, Kenny was around, but
yeah.
like the others didn't start till later.
No.
So we bonded over cleaning.
I was last to join, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Save the best last, did he say?
I mean, some people say that, Ben. I don't know about me. I'm joking. Anyone else?
I've got one for you, Josh.
Go
on.
I'm going to put you. So, who is it out of this? So, between Ben, Adam, or Annie, who do you like more? And then menacing spin after that question.
Menacing spin.
Yeah.
Josh is gonna have to be careful what he says now.
Just in terms of like,
He's on the spot.
that is a tricky one, right? That's a tricky one because we all have similar interests. Me, Ben, and Adam all have similar interests. We all love The Office. We all love, Always Sunny. We all do comic books. We all do films and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So what he's saying is Annie has been crossed off straight away.
Annie has been crossed off because
just like
she will agree with me on this. We have a very, very different taste in terms of food, don't we?
Oh yes.
I'm a massive carnivore.
Please have a different taste of food to Annie.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about Annie about this.
I am a massive carnivore, and it just but it's between Adam and Ben, and they can fight it out between themselves.
To the death, Ben. To the death. I am in the process at the moment of upgrading Zoom because I'm sick of running out of time because it's just come up with the clock.
8 minutes.
It's fine. It's all right.
Not about that mess.
Not about it. Josh, I've got a question for you then.
Go on, mate.
What was your favourite project to work on? Like of the past however long it's been. It's nearly 3 years, isn't it? What's been your favourite project at Space?
I think my favourite project has got to be, in terms of seeing the enjoyment on the young people's faces, it's got to be our Jack.
Yeah, that was cool.
In terms of like when we mentioned it a couple episodes ago, when we got the giant costume, and to see all the young people go, what? Because it was on a Thursday night, I think, when we first strapped Sophie into the costume, and I had one of my students cancelled, and it was can we put her in the suit? I was like, well, yeah, I've got half an hour free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was going to go get me tea, but forget that noise.
Yeah.
We strapped Sophie in, and it was when all like the middle group of dancers in, so the older juniors were in.
Yeah.
And they just see them go, what is that? Oh, and that, and then see it all made up and all the set and stuff. It was just incredible.
That was a good project.
It was fun.
I've asked this, Josh, but how did you actually make that?
Which?
At the Giants.
We got that, didn't we? We rented the costume, yeah.
Yeah, me and Annie had to go and pick it up.
We talk about that in one of the podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get them 2 big shoes in Annie's car.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was a gentle plug by Tom to go watch the others.
Yeah. Go and check out our previous episodes.
Yeah.
You can find links in the description, I think, maybe. That's what they say. Yeah. Anyone got any more questions for Josh? We've got 6 minutes left.
How did you get into youth work, Josh? Like, what made you become a youth worker?
Okay, so my story on youth work goes back a very long time. So in our church, we have a kids group, and when I left, when I left primary school, so year 6 going into year 7, I turned from being a member into a leader, and I ran the tuck shop and stuff like that. And I did that for about 16 years. So until I was, only a couple of years ago. And that gave me all my experience of youth work. And then I obviously got the job at Space, and that's been more experience. But I'm always, I'm very friendly, as we all know.
Yeah.
I've got one for you from a bit of an outside one. This is from Lauren.
Josh! Yeah. No, don't put me on camera. Josh! If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? Who would it be with, and why?
Well, this is a very, very interesting question, this, because we as our family, so me, my fiance, and his sister, we're all going to Universal and Disney World in Florida next year.
That's awesome.
And that's going to be awesome because you've got all like the Spider-Man ride and Hulk ride and all sort of stuff like that.
That's
and
a
going to
beast.
Disney as well, so that's going to be amazing. And they've got the massive Star Wars world there as well, with the Millennium Falcon and stuff like that, and the new ride that's opened up.
Save a bit of cash and make sure you go and build a lightsaber because it looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
And then bring it back and just stand in front of Adam with it.
Ah, why are you doing me like that, Kieron? I said
Adam with
nothing
his
bad
Iron Man
about you.
helmet on. Me with me lightsaber like that.
A green screen picture. That would be boss.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. So,
does anyone else feel like we're interviewing a famous person here? Like we're just asking Josh questions like a famous person.
he is famous.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah,
He is.
Ask Kerry. I am famous because I know everyone. like literally, like
everyone knows you.
Yeah, infamous. Everywhere we go, in terms of with space, there's always someone I know, and I can't explain it. Just don't know how it happens. Like when we did Bootle to Broadway in Bootle Town Hall, there was a couple of old friends of our family there. when we did Now Festival, I saw someone that I knew in Southport, and then when we I think you follow me around.
Or you follow them.
You follow me sometimes because I went to the piss and
Yes,
saw you.
yeah, I remember this. Yeah, we were going to see Frozen 2, and me and Tom bumped into each other in the showcase, which I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion. Their seats are comfier than the Odeon's.
I haven't tried it yet. Ever since they changed to a Lux, I haven't tried it.
Yeah, because the Odeon seats go like that, and then the back goes back. But the showcase ones, they all go back like an actual lazy boy recliner, and they're just.
I might have to do it.
Cinema.
Sound. Well, that's been enlightening. We found out a little bit more about Josh. Yeah, looking good. Right, I'm gonna end us there just because we are running a little bit out of time. So, thanks again, guys, for joining us this week. Obviously, we'll keep you updated on what's going on with space. If you want to join the podcast in the future, just get in contact with us. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, Discord, you name it, we're on it. But if you want to join the Discord or if you want to get in touch on the podcast, just send us a message and we'll get in contact with you. But yeah, that's us. Yeah. That's episode 12. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.